welcome back. We're moving into our third discussion, or final discussion actually, for this morning. And we have with us representatives from the St. John's Credit Union to speak about their new promotions considering the COVID-19 pandemic. We have in with us Marketing and Loans Manager Andrew Mitchell and Credit Control Officer Ashton Nicholas. Gentlemen, good morning and thank you for joining us this morning.
Hi, morning everyone. Thanks for having us.
All right.
Good morning, Marlene, and good morning, Brighton, and thank you for having us this morning.
Okay.
So we want to move into what the promotion is all about at St. John's Credit Union. Please give us the information.
All right, so good morning, everyone, and once again, good morning, our listeners. So let's start. We have some exciting news. So as a credit union, St. John's Credit Union, we try our best to assist our members. As you know that our members are an important part of our credit union. Our members are the driving force for the credit union. Without our members, we would not have a credit union. So our credit union has met and we have come up with different offers and different packages for our members. So one of our biggest campaign which will be happening and it launched on June the 1st is Bounce Back, Get on Track with St. John's Credit Union.
Okay.
So if you have fallen delinquent and you want to catch up on your payments, this is the time for you to get with this campaign. And in this campaign, there's two ways which you can qualify. So you can get 10 to 50% off interest and fees. One, when you pay your arrears in full and make suitable payments arrangements. So remember, you get 10 to 50% off interest and fees. And those are the two ways which you'll be able to qualify for this campaign that we're doing.
Wow.
Once you enter into the campaign, you get your chance to enter into a raffle. We won't tell you what that will be, but you have a raffle that you enter in and you're able to win prizes and surprises because it's all about prizes and surprises.
The raffle is going to be a basketball.
Not necessarily just a basketball. Their range of products I know Mr. Nicholas's department, they are trying to give back, but they will vary the prizes month by month.
Okay.
With the addition to another program that I'll touch on a little bit shortly.
Okay. Let's go back to the bounce back. So you said the possibility is for 10 to 50% off. What's the difference in meeting the criteria? Everybody wants that 50% off. So talk to us about how that is decided.
Right.
Okay, so the 10 to 50%, it's decided in a category. So whatever category you fall in, that with the restrictions that we have, that's why you have to come in. You meet with our officers, which is myself, and we have other officers of the credit union. We'll review your account, we'll look at your case, and then you tell you, okay, then you're qualified for 10%, you're qualified for 15%, or you're qualified up to 50%. So it all depends on whichever bracket you fall into. But take advantage of the offer. Don't be afraid to say, okay, I might get 2% coming. Whatever percentage you receive, it benefits you to get back on track. You know, that's our main goal as a credit union, for you to get back on track. So you can bounce back.
Yeah. Is it looking at things like how severely I've been affected by COVID, or the size of what I have outstanding? How much are these factors in that decision?
We look at that's one thing that we look at. We look at the size of loan you have outstanding with the credit union. How you have been affected due to COVID, and that's why Mr. Mitchell will touch more on a package for COVID as well, no?
Yeah.
But those are the main things that we look at, because we know it is difficult time. So we have met and we have decided, okay, let's give back to our members throughout the years that they have been with us now.
So. Ashton, you know more than anyone just the challenges people are facing financially out there. Tell us a bit about the thought process that went into this particular campaign and why you think the members will benefit from it.
The thought process for this campaign is we have met, we have come together with different ideas, and we do understand the struggles that everyone is going through. Prior to COVID, they have been struggling. So as a department, we decided that, okay then, so now this is the time we have seen that delinquency has been growing.
Yeah.
Let's see how we can capture it and how we can find a solution to the problem, because for every problem there is a solution. So this is one solution that we're offering to our members, and we're asking them, come out, come in, meet with us, reach out, and let us sit and let us discuss how you can get back on track, with the credit union. You're members and you're the driving force of the credit union. So it's a thought process, and we want to thank our team behind, the campaign.
Yeah.
So we're trying now.
Yes.
Many
Hey,
families.
Marlene, if you don't mind me adding to that, whilst I know the discussion is not only to help those people who have been affected by COVID, but we've also looked at persons before COVID who might have been in arrears or have had delinquency for whatever. May range outside of the COVID pandemic from 2020. We've got some members who were having hardships in 2019 and prior, and we're trying to encourage those persons. We appreciate and we want to thank all our members who made the effort to make payment arrangements with us over the last few months, despite the pandemic and its effects on our various households. But we're encouraging our membership to please take advantage of this program. The credit union is here for you as an institution and a family-oriented institution. We always believe in members are our driving force, but at the same time, without the members contacting us, it makes our ability to understand your financial obligations a little bit more challenging. And what Mr. Nicholas and our recoveries team are trying to do is consider that, listen, we know we've had issues on your payments. We want to work with you. We want you to come in. We want you to engage us and help us help you actually get back on track with your facility and payments.
Andrew, I'm glad you brought up that point, because a lot of families have been facing a hard time being able to pay back their loans, even prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. What is this offer available to all loan types and loan sizes?
Right, so the Bounce Back campaign is specific to all our members who have loan facilities with the credit union. They are ultimately trying to get, if you've been delinquent in the past, as he mentioned, 30 to 89 days. There are different ranges in which your discount packages will be labeled for you. But we're also looking to offer persons who have actually been delinquent for more than a year a bit of a discount to encourage them and stimulate them to say, hey, you know what? I've been late in payments. The credit union is looking out for my best interest. They recognize that it's hard for me to pay whatever has accrued or is outstanding, and they're working with me to get that payment down. And so this is open to persons who have been delinquent or are in arrears. We try to distinguish for members, you may be in arrears in a short term, you may be delinquent for having been outstanding for years or months. And so we're doing that education campaign alongside the Bounce Back, so as members can understand their financial responsibility in making sure they make good on their payments to the credit union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some of your efforts to assist with the public servants and teachers who are going to be getting a salary cut.
Right. One of the additional complements to the Bounce Back campaign, and this is our added forbearance measures, which, as you are aware,
Yes.
the government, through its efforts of the central bank, have basically lobbied for institutions to work with their members, and in our case, membership, and their customers to help them be able to get through this pandemic situation. Our board of directors, and we are very much grateful to our board for the various programs that will be rolled out under the extension of the forbearance measures St. John's offers. So key to St. John's is that whilst we are offering forbearance, and for persons to understand, whilst we're offering options for persons to be able to better their payment options with the credit union, it is not only for public officers and teachers, but we make this available to persons and all members who've actually been affected with our job loss, income reduction, or their spouse or contributing family member has experienced some level of either of those two. We offer these forbearance measures to your household as long as you're a member with the credit union. Notably, we are guided by what the regulators require of us. We cannot just apply the forbearance to persons who have been delinquent for perhaps maybe a year, 2 years, but that is where the bounce back complements the forbearance measures. Now, you can seek to defer principal payments on your facilities with the credit union up to December 2021. You may seek to pay just the interest on that particular facility. However, we have to stress to our membership, whichever of the forbearance measures that are extended to you, please bear in mind the interest does not stop. Your interest will continue to accrue, and in recognizing how much the interest differs, you want to make sure that we also offer you the option to actually restructure the loan. You can look to capitalize the interest that may have been accrued on your loan after that forbearance period. You can come in. Teachers and public officers are now being encouraged to visit or contact our nearest office, visit us through our Facebook page, reach out to us, because we've opened our lending policy because members might have recently gotten loans in mid to late 2020, and with the expected salary cuts, we've opened the policy to allow those very persons who might have multiple loans to seek to amalgamate their loans into one paying facility so as to get a reduced commitment on the part of the institution. No? And we're also encouraging, if you have external loans, let's look at what you can bundle with those loans as well.
It's a very scary time, I think, not just for those who are facing a cut, but those who perhaps are simply struggling. And I know you have some very proactive customers who do come in and they try to figure out what to do, while some just in the overwhelming situation choose to just become delinquent. What do you say to them about openly accessing the credit union to discuss the challenges that they're having financially?
Right, very good question. And I know one of the things that our members appreciate every time around this time is the returns that credit unions are able to pay to its membership. And we want to remind our members, for us to pay you a return, we need you to make good in your obligations to us. And whilst we understand your hardships, we're working as diligently as we can with all our members, all our loan clients, because ultimately the loans we have are savers funds in our credit union, and we are trying our best to make sure that we can give you a return. And we are imploring you to please reach out to the credit union. If it is a case that you promise to make a payment of $300 and you can't meet that payment, you visit us and let us know how you can meet an obligation to settle your facility with the credit union, because by paying us helps us to give you back at the end of the day.
Yeah. What are some of the conditions that are being applied in certain circumstantial cases?
We're looking at, like I said, we're looking at persons, primarily we want to reduce your debt obligations, your payments monthly. So we would encourage you, if for instance, prior to COVID, you have two loans with St. John's, maybe you have a vehicle loan, you have an educational loan for your children, but maybe at some point refinancing on our lending rules did not allow you, so you may have taken out a soft obligation with perhaps another institution. We want to encourage you to come in and look to consolidate, because in consolidating, it reduces your monthly payment. Like I said, our board has opened the lending policy to allow persons who would have been restricted borrowing to actually come in and seek out that level of forbearance to amalgamate. And so we're really trying to press the restructuring of monthly payments so as to make your payments more affordable for the members. Our board also set aside an additional $1 million for public servants, medical personnel, security services, to basically offer them a facility which would reward them with an interest rate at 8%, wherein they can afford that particular loan separate from any other facility they already have with us, and essentially help them get some extra cash in pocket to help them prepare either for back to school or help them meet accrued bills that might have happened because of helping out family members during the last several months of the pandemic.
Ashton, what is your message to members of the St. John's Credit Union to come in and take up the opportunity that's at hand?
Well, my message to our members is to take advantage. Like I stated before in our opening, as a credit union, we do understand. And like Mr. Mitchell states, that we don't know your situation unless you come in and sit with us and meet with us. So we advise our members to take up opportunity of the both offers that we're offering, the Bounce Back campaign, which are geared to our delinquent members. take opportunity of the percentage that we're offering. So our members who have been affected to COVID come in, meet with the loan officers, meet with us, let us know how we can assist you, how we can help you, because our members is our first priority at all the time. So we're encouraging our members to come in, set appointments, meet with us. If you know someone, because sometimes they don't want to come in and say, well, I'm not going in, I don't know what happened. But if you know someone that is in this situation, you can reach out to us. You can call us and say, okay, this is the number how you can reach a person. We will facilitate you in order for you to get back on track with us. As like I stated before, and I will always say this, our members are important. You're the driving force for the credit union, and we need you. We need to understand what you're going through in order for us to assist you and to give you the offers that we have presently for the credit union.
And lastly, how long will the bounce back campaign be ongoing?
Okay, so our bounce back campaign, it starts June 1st. So in a couple of days, we go full force. It starts June 1st and it ends in September. So it runs from June to September. So you have between that time period to come in and to take advantage of the campaign. Once again, remember, you get 10 to 50% off interest and fees once you pay your raise in full or you make suitable payment arrangements, and you get to win prizes. I love prizes, so I enjoy.
Surprise prizes, do remember that. All right, and Andrew, any final words?
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier, and I know Ashton and the Bounce Back campaign are to be doing a raffle to give back to our membership. That is to reward those people who are making good on facilities that might have fallen into hardships. We are also encouraging our good payers. We'd like to reward those people because we did so in the last quarter of 2020, where we were doing raffles. Whenever you make a good payment, you make a deposit to your loan facility, or if you have a scheduled payment which comes through your salary reduction, we do a monthly raffle of $200 cash to a particular member. And essentially our marketing team, I'd like to thank Miss Leslie because she helps a great deal with this. We will be raffling an extra $200 monthly between now and December 2021 to members who continue to meet their payments. And this is not only for members who are paying full payment, but also for those people who take up the forbearance and actually are meeting their interest payments and keeping good on that forbearance measure that was given to them. So we're really working with our membership to make this a collaborative effort between both you as our member owners, but also us as your managing institution for your finances as well.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us this morning and updating us on the promotions happening at St. John's Credit Union.
I appreciate that. If you don't mind, I'd also like to encourage our member owners. We do have an ongoing residential mortgage program as low as 6%. If you're trying to buy a land, build a house, we're encouraging you to visit us as well and help us help you own that a home of your dream as well.
Awesome. Thank you, gentlemen. And with that, And with that, we're at the end of our discussions for today. We wrap up, we take a break, and we come back and we do our wrap up. So stay with us.